welcome to November's Parks and Recs meeting. Would somebody like to make a motion to begin?
I'll make a motion to begin.
I'll second.
Okay, I'm gonna take roll call. Kate Smith here, Sue McFadden, Robert Smith,
Here.
Dennis Allison, Dennis Kapelinski,
Here.
John Jones,
Here.
Jennifer McConnell. Here. Megan Sheeran, Zach Witt, you're not on here, but I just wrote you on here.
Here.
Mark Jacobs,
Here. I'm not.
Demita Dubose, and Mike Downey.
Here.
Any questions or comments about the minutes before we approve them?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
Okay, financial reports. Any questions or comments regarding those? I like how detailed they were. Thank you for that.
Very detailed.
Yes.
Very
Everything is
detailed.
laid out in here, so that was good. Lots of revenue. Any questions or comments?
No.
What about expenses? Anything from there? Okay. Moving on to the Radcliffe Center revenues. Any questions or comments? Nothing. Expenses? Questions or comments?
No.
Okay. Parks and Recs general expenses? We're expanding cornhole?
That is the plan. We bought 10 new sets of cornhole boards.
It's
We've
like
been
close to-
maxing out on cornhole.
Yeah,
So-
for a few, sessions in a row.
Yep.
Good idea.
That'd be good. How many do you think you're going to be able to go to? How many teams?
Well, with 10 sets, I can go up to 20 teams, so that's 4 more teams than what I had before. So hopefully we can expand even more.
There you go.
So for $3,000, we can expand 3 teams?
I bought all
Or
brand new
4
boards.
teams, I'm sorry.
I
Oh,
bought
did you?
all
Okay.
brand new boards. They now have the city logo on it. They're
Oh,
the
okay.
same. They're a lot better quality than the previous boards that we had. So,
There's one at Radcliffe, isn't there?
yes.
I
there's
saw it.
one
Looks
in-
really
at
nice.
Radcliffe in the store now. We are actually selling 2 sets in the store. So,
Okay. Questions or comments regarding anything from revenues or expenses? Okay. Program reports. That donation for the food pantry.
yes.
Huge.
Yes.
Really, that's wonderful.
DePonio.
Who's the DePonio Foundation? Is it a family?
I don't know who.
You have to look.
DePonio was he was a contractor.
He was a
Yeah,
contractor.
Angelo
You have to look
DePonio.
up,
If it's Angelo, yeah.
Is that who it is? The one on, used to be on Merriman Road?
I,
I
that's,
think that's who it is.
the only one I
It's the
thought
Angelo
of.
DePonio
Yeah,
family.
he was
yeah.
big yeah. I
Yeah.
worked for him.
looked up the-
I worked for him a little bit.
Yeah.
That is nice, man.
Yep, it's awesome. Any questions or comments regarding anything from program reports?
No.
No.
You good then?
Okay, nothing for old business. Moving on to new business, Kiwanis.
Young lady, you're on. See how fast we went so fast we put you to sleep.
Okay, so, I know I came a few months ago, and I believe Mike Jones came
Your dad made
recently.
it.
Pardon me?
yes, he was here.
Yeah, he was
Yes, he
I
was
mean,
here.
he was here that one meeting, but the next meeting, I don't think he was.
Yeah.
No.
So I know the question has come up in regards to Kiwanis Park. So have you guys decided or spoke at all about what you want the club to do in regard to the park?
What we talked about was maybe we would leave it up to you to give us suggestions of what you would like to do.
Yeah, there must have been a lack of communication because we had said back to, I think it was Mike, that we had said to
Yeah,
Mike.
Jones.
Mike
We told
Jones.
Mr. Jones.
We had said to Mike,
Yeah.
come back and let us know what you want to do. Because if you see something that you want to do, we felt that it was better off to let you guys do it. And if we have to tweak it a little bit, then we tweak it a little bit.
Sure.
But
Well,
if you want to throw it back on us,
We have had discussion about different things we want to do over at the park. They will be contingent on us being able to get some grant funding, different things like that, because the ideas are, they're big ideas.
okay?
Well, that's
So I don't want to commit to that with the board, but I would like to we will make improvements to the park on a yearly basis. I don't know if you guys want to give us a dollar amount. I don't really know how you want to work this, because like I said, we've talked about putting a walking track in. We've talked about putting an ADA playground in there. There's different things. The ADA playground, there's grants available to us through Kiwanis and, other areas, obviously, but that's kind of a long-term project, at least a few years. We have to get the funding available for that. That's not something I want to commit to with you guys right now. So what we're kind of willing to commit to is that, yes, we will put some money into improvements in the park every year. I don't know if you guys want to discuss that and give me a dollar amount.
There used to be a monetary amount to keep the sponsorship up. We canceled that and said, we'll allow the groups to tell us what they can afford, what kind of community hours are available for you guys to, if it's pulling weeds, fixing up the sign, doing stuff like that. We were gonna leave it up to each individual, the Rotary, the Kiwanis, any other group like that. So we didn't want to hamstring you by saying, well, we want $20,000 worth of improvements or whatever per year, or 1,000, or 100. What
I
you
get
guys
that.
can afford and what you guys can provide is what the commission wanted to kind of hear from, and that's where we left it. You guys were going to say, we're going to fix this up, we have a plan for that, and then go from there. Because I don't think you guys have I don't think any group has put in a whole lot.
No, I believe it kind of fell by the wayside.
It has kind of fell by the wayside, because what used to happen is a letter used to go out, and we had the monetary amount in there,
Yeah,
and then what
I
happened?
did find it.
Well, then what happened was we went back and looked when they started that, and the monetary amount back then, we decided that we couldn't put our hand on a figure for the monetary amount going forward. The other thing is, we didn't want to say, just for conversation purposes, $500 a year, and somebody's willing to put in 5,000 because it's their park and they want to, So we said, let's not handcuff them, So that's where we left it at. We kind of left it open end.
Okay.
Whatever
And
they
I
could-
kind of, on the flip side of that, I am reluctant to actually give you one of our large projects because they're still up in the air. So I can say that we are looking at those, and it's something that we're moving forward on, especially the ADA playground equipment. We would like to make that park accessible. And, it's kind of, we've got a committee that we've put together for the park, basically for the playground. But it's kind of slow moving. I don't know if anybody's familiar with the Kiwanis Club, but let me just say this. I'm one of the youngest members, if that tells you anything, so.
But I think we
Something for you to think about is, maybe what you want to do is make a list of maybe, and just for conversation purposes, 1 to 5, maybe one of your bigger projects, you want to make it a 5, make it the 5th project. Your smaller ones, make them 1, 2, and 3. That way, you guys can work on that 5th project, and when you have it, and then that way, we're not holding your feet to the fire because you said, oh, hey, we're gonna give you $25,000 to do this, and then it never happens, and that way, you're not committed. You guys know what you wanna do, and you think you can get the Kiwanis to do it. It's just gonna take time.
Well, I think, and at the very least, I think what I can come up with then is at least a yearly plan, what we would do every year outside of these larger projects for you. So yeah, there was some lack of communication as to what you guys wanted from us tonight. So we can get that together, bring that back, or I can email it to somebody and,
Yeah.
something along that line. So there's really, I have nothing concrete to give you tonight, other than that, yes, we are committed to moving forward with improvements to the park. I didn't know that was what you were looking for, so I can bring that
It's basically
back.
what you could afford each year.
Right.
That's what we're
Did
looking
you want us
for.
to put you on, okay, so our December meeting is canceled.
Sure.
Do you want us to put you on for the January meeting?
That would probably be a good idea.
That will give you almost 2
give us-
months to
yeah.
do something.
Yeah, we can come up with a list for you then.
January 31st.
31st?
And I think just being a presence here and starting conversation about the Kiwanis coming back into play is nice for us to see. To, you know, to Kim's point too, is when you are getting grants, you know, I have a little bit of knowledge with the grants, and when you're applying for a grant, you're going to need an item line of how much it's gonna cost, so that you know
Oh,
how much
yeah.
to ask for, and then how much you need to raise money for. So, for us to know, you know, we can't, you know, really give you an amount. So if you have these, you know, projects that you wanna do, get a cost, and then that way, you know, it's easier for you to do the grant for it. Like, I need to raise this amount of money, for fundraising, and this amount, you know, for the grant that I'll get, so just.
Right, and
starting this-
that would come along in
Right,
our
yeah,
planning once we
yeah.
get to that
Yep,
stage,
so
yeah.
just this now starting is nice for us too, so.
Yeah, I agree.
We haven't
Right,
had
if you're
this.
gonna have any fundraisers, let us know, because I'm sure, I mean, I'm not gonna be the biggest donator, but I will definitely do
Well, to
something.
let everyone know, the pig race already has a date. It's tax day, so everybody can remember, April 15th. It'll be over at St. Thomas.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, but I'll be back in January.
Okay.
We'll have a game plan.
Looking forward to it.
Put you in the same
you.
spot.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, new business, adding Zach Witt as council liaison.
As you know, I moved on to a new position. I will still be around. Zach Witt is going to be the new council liaison, so he will be reporting back to council and doing the things I used to do. Not much, but Zach, if you want to introduce yourself and say whatever.
Sorry for the mask, I'm a little hoarse. I'm Zach, I'm 23 years old, I've lived in the city my entire life. I grew up through a lot of the Parks and Recs intramural programs when I was younger. Being elected on council, I thank you for this opportunity. But I look forward to working with all of you. I do use our parks when I can. I'm at events as they're always happening. Done a lot with skating over the years with friends through high school and all that. So I look forward to helping you guys out and getting everything going.
Okay,
Look forward to working with you.
yes, welcome aboard.
Okay, new business, to-do list, anything needing special attention.
I see they got almost all the parks cut, the grass is all cut.
Oh, yeah, the leaves
Leaves
are
are all
gone.
gone, and it really looks nice.
It's off the track. It's good.
DPS did a great job with all
Oh,
the
yeah.
leaves up and everything.
Oh, yeah, right, it looks real good, looks really good.
Anything else? Okay.
Well, I will say this, the other new business, I was going to do it later, but we have an empty seat that is going to be filled with Brendan MacArthur. If you want to step up, when he gets sworn in, which should be for before the next meeting, he'll be introduced and he'll be sitting up here with us, or with
Okay.
you.
And he's
Nancy.
taking
Okay.
Bruce's spot?
He's taking Tricia Ray's spot.
Okay.
You guys probably don't know her because I've never met her either, so. Brendan has.
He never came.
Stepped up and he wants to get involved, so he will be introduced when he gets sworn in. But go
Yeah,
ahead
but I'm
if you
excited
wanna-
to be working with you guys. I'm a newer Garden City resident, about a year, almost 2 years now. But I grew up right down the road in Westland. I know how important the Parks and Rec programs are for the community with children, adults, seniors. So I'm excited to be involved and be a part of it.
Look forward to it.
Yes,
We look forward to
you.
having you.
You know you have to buy the first round at sports venue when we go, right?
Okay, communications and upcoming events. Just want to run through them real fast, Mike?
Sure. Parents Night Out is on December 2nd from 5:30 to 9. That one is the Holiday Hoopla. That one is full, and it already has a waiting list on it too. Craft Day is on December 3rd from 11 a.m. to noon. They will be building Christmas ornaments.
where are all these gonna take? Where, eh,
All of them are at the Radcliffe Center.
Okay.
Other than the Skate Santa.
all right,
The next Parents Night Out is January 13th from 5:30 to 9, and that one's Super Science. I believe there's 3 spots left.
Wow.
As of this morning. The Skate with Santa, that is on December 11th from 12 to 1:30. That's $10 per person, and that will be at the ice rink. Breakfast with Santa is on December 10th from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. They already had to put in the catering order for that, so registration is closed for that. Skate with the Princess is on January 22nd, and that will be at the ice arena also, from 12 p.m. to 1:30. That is $10 per person. And the final one is the Senior Center Annual Christmas Party, and that is on December 16th. Is that right? That is at Radcliffe, yes.
Is that free, that one?
I don't know, honestly.
Okay.
Usually for the seniors, I believe it's free.
I thought so. I'm not
It
100%
used to be.
sure.
I'm gonna say it's probably free. I'll go out on a limb and say it's free. If not, Mr. Downey will cover the
Yeah,
expenses.
send the bill to Mark Jacobs.
Okay, open discussion. Dennis, do you want to start?
You got it?
I have nothing.
On me?
On you?
Okay, I have nothing, but I want to tell everyone, have a good, safe, blessed, Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
And let us start off next year doing good with more love for one another. That's it.
Love it.
I have nothing at this time except Merry Christmas and Happy New Year
Yeah.
to all who are here.
No, thank you.
Same happy holidays to everybody.
I don't have anything. Happy holidays.
I just want to welcome Zach to our table here. Excited to have you, and Mark, I'm sure you have a lot more things to do, so we'll miss you as well.
Congrats, Mark,
Yes,
also.
congratulations.
We expect you to show up every once in a while, too.
Oh,
Yes, that would be nice.
you can't get rid of me that quick, that easy, so.
One thing that I was looking to check in on, the grants. I did do a webinar today about them, so they are being attempted to be worked on.
Is there anybody on staff who would be a good candidate to write them, go to a
The
class?
only person I know of right now would be Megan, and she's still on leave right now.
Okay.
So, but we are attempting to work on it. So, other than that, happy holidays.
Nothing for me. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
Couple things. On the grant writer, the city is still looking at potentially hiring a part-time grant writer. The issue we have with what we've had apply is I think they had 3 applications. One was Rhode Island, one was somewhere east, and then someone, again, far away. And what they'll do is they'll give us, here's a grant that we can get, but you have to manage it. And you have to figure out the people and how you're gonna do it and how you're gonna use it. So what we're looking at citywide is possibly getting a part-timer for less money and let them go at it and then try and manage it that way. So the grant writer is not out of the picture, it's just, we're trying to manage it. Because, again, the Rhode Island and I forget the other 2, they were really, really expensive. And all they're gonna do is get you the grant, and then any department that's city, that we get the grant is gonna be required to manage it. So we're trying to juggle that and figure it out, how we're gonna get that to a good position that is cost efficient to the city and the different groups. So,
If we could find the people to do that, I don't think it matters where they're at nowadays as far as a grant writer is. They could be in California, right? Long
it is, but if
as they
they're,
can write the grant,
but if they're extremely expensive and all they're gonna do is say, the same thing a part-timer can do on a computer and say, oh, we got a grant for X amount for this department, but, here, we'll fill out 2 sheets of paper, and then you guys now are responsible for everything else, and you have to follow all the rules, and you have to figure out all the requirements for it. You know,
If they're expensive, that doesn't mean just because they're a grant writer that they're going to get the grant you're looking for.
Correct. No, but it's easy, if you know what you're looking for on a computer, you can find a lot of grants. You could probably get a few of those, but then you have to manage it. So if I just say, well, here, I found this grant on the computer, here you go. Now you guys have to figure out all the logistics, maybe we have to do a match, maybe we have to do a lot of other things that aren't gonna fit into what we really want. So we're trying to figure that out to see where we can go with it. So it's not, the city's not out of the picture on that. We're just trying to refine it and get it to a good spot that's beneficial to every group and to the city. The other thing I had was just, I've enjoyed the 7 years I've been with the Parks and Rec Commission. I probably won't be too far away at any time. I'll be stopping in. You guys can't get rid of me that quick. I've been around the Recreation Department for a long time, and I've enjoyed it. You guys are great, do good work, and you care. So I appreciate everything you guys do, and I look forward to continuing with you guys.
Just like to say congratulations again.
Thank you.
Good luck going forward. You're gonna need it.
And Mark, I'm not gonna let you get too far away. I'm gonna always call you, you know it.
Well, you know where I live, so.
Exactly.
Or you know where he goes.
Is there any open discussion from the public? Okay. You wanna make
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
And I'll second.